Hey guys, Charles T back again. This time is part 2 of my last video, which I believe I posted earlier today, basically about all the damaged cards. So I did get back all those other ones that needed to be reholdered. Had the scratch on the case. So that one, they took maybe about a total of 14 days door to door from me to send them in to get them back. With this type of order, they have to break it up into 2 different CRC orders. So the ones that had the cracked cases went one way, got through the system pretty quickly. And then all these ones that I believe were damaged, took a long time. So I got this order back in late November, and here it is, February 23rd. I think today is, that's an awful long time to be waiting on stuff. And they value the cards, basically when they decide to pay out. So obviously these cards go down, which benefits them. So the longer they take, basically. So some of these cards here, it actually turned out to be 43. The 44th one was actually, I looked at it again, it was more case damage. It didn't have the scratch in the same place like all these had, pretty much right down there. I sent that in with the ones that need to be recased. This one, so these ones, they determined were not damaged by them. The scratch that was there was on the case. They returned it back to me, basically recased all these ones. I believe there's 32 here that got recased. I won't go through every single one, but this grader must have been really tough then, because the center on this is 60-40, left to right, top to bottom is pretty decent. I think top to bottom is almost 50-50. Nothing on the back as far as whiting, and then no scratches when I sent it in, at least. I believe they did damage more of these, but can't really prove it because they go off of their first few photos, and they don't take those out of the card savers or top loaders, wherever you send them in. So if there's damage on the card saver, they're gonna go right to that and say, hey, it was already there. And you can't really prove anything unless you do your own videos, which pretty much gonna do pre-submission videos on pretty much most of my stuff going forward. Have to probably do, probably smaller, smaller lots that I send them in, because trying to get through 150 cards in a video, it's gonna take a long time, and I just don't want to do that and then have to store all that on the phone or computer. Just going through here, like I said, I think they damaged more, can't prove it. These are the ones I could prove with the first few videos. This Freddie Freeman, these 11 over here, basically. Huge crease going down the back. What got it a 5? I did not do that. They did. They're able to verify that. Frank still has that scratch. Bryson Stott still has that scratch. Teddy still has that scratch. And this one kind of ticks me off as well, because I don't know if I can catch it on here, but they sent this back with a scratched case. They're supposed to take it out of the holder, and go through each card and make sure the scratch wasn't there. Don't know if they did that with all these, but I don't know. But now I'm in a fight right now to get this recased, and they are just ignoring me. So if you don't know, you can't call into PSA anymore. Their phones don't go anywhere. Basically, you have to email them. It goes into a queue in Salesforce, which is one of the worst products. Our company uses Salesforce for some things, and everything that goes there goes into a black hole, and nothing ever gets answered. And that's what seems to be happening here. So I'll stop my rant on Salesforce. Scratch in the Peraza. Scratched the Cruz. Same place. Tovar. Again, you can't see these. I can't catch them on there. It's hard to see, but once you get them up close in the hand, you can see them. The Yoshida, nice scratch. Oh, Hop. This one actually had a couple scratches. The Sepia. And then the Benson actually had scratches up here and here. It's still there. And this is 25. He had a pretty decent season last year. He's on the Reds now, looking decent in spring training so far. So wasn't very happy there. But this is the process. They go through those cards. So these 11 cards, I basically got all my grading fee back. I think I paid $15 a card on those. And then the difference between whatever the grade is to a 10. So 9 to a 10, 8 to a 10, whatever it is. And that's what they pay you out. So I ended up getting a check back from PSA to me for $479. And again, it took forever, and while they did that, it all went down. And so even after they finished the CRC, which they finished on February 2nd, it still took them, I got this check probably about 3 or 4 days ago. And, it was at the 19th. So I got this letter because I complained. And this is when the CRC was done because it took so long. They gave me a voucher, $400, basically I can use on a future submission. So when they owe you money, guys, they take their sweet ass time. So hold these guys accountable. There's really no other options right now. If you want to, maximize your profits, on grading cards, SGC just doesn't cut it for me. BGS is a joke. CGC I'll never go with, and tag and all those other 3-letter acronym ones I'm not ever going to try. So got to hold them accountable, guys. Stuff does happens every day. A lot of my orders, I see them, let them go a lot of times, but when you see that many and it just doesn't make sense to you, call them out, send it back. Take pictures of your cards before you send them if you have to, and, make them pay for it. I would rather them not damage my cards and then have accurate grading, but doesn't seem to be the case right now with PSA, so that's what we got to resort to, guys. $479 plus $100, $579 helps a little bit, but again, we'd rather have the cards not damaged in true grades. All right, guys, that's my rant. Have fun. Bye. See you in the next one.